This is one of the most recognizable buildings in all of New York City, the United Nations building. But it took a whole host of architects in order to come together and butt heads in order to make a building and a complex that was welcoming to people from all around the world and would be the centerpiece of international relations for decades. But what's the story behind this? Well, let's find out.
The UN was founded with only 51 governments. 80 years later, we have to accommodate 193 governments. So the architects, they had to build a complex that they knew that was going to adapt and expand throughout the years. They had 18 acres to work with. They could have built a lot more buildings, but they decided to have one tower standing as a beacon of peace, as a monument of hope. And one thing that all the architects, they agreed on was to have an open public space for the public back then, for the staff, for the diplomats to take a break from the hecticness. There's a lot of optical illusions that the architects use, for example, especially Oscar Niemeyer from Brazil, Le Corbusier from France. For example, here we have the pavement. You can see how it goes down. It drags your eye up. In between the marbles, you have glass panels, and they get smaller and smaller as you go up.
In order to make the optical illusion,
so it looks like
it's taller.
So this is only 4 stories tall, but we're breaking our neck to look up.
That's right, it looks big, yeah.
So now we're entering the main entrance here, which has been used the last 75 years. It's not changed a lot.
Oh my God.
So the curves that we did, that's really an element of Le Corbusier. It draws your eye. It makes you want to see what's around the corner. Like if you look at that green wall. If you come here, this lobby also has an optical illusion. There's a difference of 40 inches in the floor and the ceiling. So this column is 140 inches, and the column all the way to the end is only 100 inches. So the floor goes down to up 20 inches, and the ceiling goes down.
Okay.
And that's something that the Romans used back in the day with the Doric columns,
Yeah.
the Greeks, right, to make the building look longer than it actually is. And if you look over here, we have these golden pipes here. They actually serve 2 purposes. One is a decorative industrial style,
Let's get closer.
but it's also the air system.
This is the air system.
Yeah, put your hand right here.
Oh, wow.
You can feel the fresh air coming out.
Oh my God.
The place became known as a workshop for peace.
That's why the buildings don't have a signature from one single
Exactly,
architect,
yes.
like most buildings tend to do.
Even though some of them wanted to, like I want to have my name on this building, but at the end of it was international. So this is the only photo we can find of all of them together, all 11 of them. So here we have Le Corbusier, a Wallace Harrison with a smile, and a young Oscar Niemeyer here in the middle. So right now we're about to enter one of the most famous rooms around the world called the General Assembly. So the architects travel to multiple countries around the world to see how we can do international diplomacy, how it can be done. The materials come from all over the world. The color scheme had to be decided on as well. Calm colors, green and beige, green, earth, prosperity.
Everything's done on purpose to avoid any specific country, any specific style
So
of
that-
architecture, of art in this building. So it makes it really feel very global. Highly recommend going on a tour here in the UN. Stay curious, my friends.